everybody? It's the Sports Chasers Podcast. Coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren, along with his fellow co-hosts, Dorian the DA Albritton, James the Angry One Warren, Mike Mills, Daryl D-Dub Warren, and Dan K, the Hockey Dude. This is a real sports podcast for real fans. This is a sports podcast with no hot takes, no narratives, just real, unadulterated sports talk. Please be advised that there may be some colorful and explicit language. The Sports Chasers are the defenders of the fans. Now, here's your host and moderator, Kevin L. Warren!
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening, everybody? It's another Thursday night for the Sports Chasers Podcast. Glad everybody's here. We got another night, full night of some sports talk, some real good sports talk. Hey, rocking my Quebec Nordiques t-shirt tonight. I'll tell you a little bit about that here in a little bit when Dan gets back on. Oh, Dan is back, as we can see. But, hey, we're going to introduce the crew going from, I guess, now it's on the top to the bottom of my screen. DA, what's up, brother? How are you, sir? What's going on?
Peace. You know what it is. Old,
Gotcha.
tired, shit like that.
Got you, DA's, he's doing this thing. Dan, the hockey dude. What's up, Dan? How are you, sir? What's going on, bro?
Doing good. The blood pressure's coming down. Had
There you
to
go.
kick some asshole off my front porch from ringing my doorbell all day. Things are good.
I choose violence. I see.
Violence.
It's early.
It's starting off good tonight.
Oh boy. D-Do, what's up, brother? How are you, sir?
Chilling, man. Old happy days for Dan. Yeah, good. Thursday night. Good to be here. Long work week. Tired, but I'm all right. I'm good.
That's all right, man. Hey, and back with us tonight, man. We got the DA's son, but he's gonna be Dorian Jr. to us, man. Let me properly introduce. Yeah. What's up, brother, man? What's going on?
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Everything's good. So let me properly introduce. Hold on, as I lost my spot here.
That's right. Yo, DJ, make him put some respect on your name. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
You know what I'm
Some
saying?
type
Hey,
of
look,
respect on that man's name.
I may be, so y'all know where how I'm raised, I got my
That's right.
pops on the podcast all day, so,
Yo,
you
no
know what I
doubt.
mean?
So
We got represented the right way 100%.
no doubt. So this is Dorian Albritton Jr., man. He is the founder of the Albritton Group, located in Charlotte. D focuses on NBA and college basketball when he comes through. Let me tell you a little bit short bio about himself. He's the founder of the Albritton Group, a life coaching and business consulting firm founded by himself and his dad, the DA.
Nice.
Yeah, and he says he's the principal coach with the Albritton Group, and the DA is my lead business advisor. He's simple terms. He helps people figure out what they really want to do out of life and in business and come up with plans for them to achieve it. Simple as that, as he explains here in his bio. Tell me a little bit more about your business, bro.
Yeah, so the Albritton Group, something that, me and my father definitely talked about a few times, and it's essentially coaching. I know I found a lot of times coaches help me in my life, and so there are times where I feel like I can help others in there. So I put my best foot forward, and trying to figure out that a lot of people don't really have goals, and I was dumbfounded by this when I was asking people like, hey, what they were trying to do, or if they wanted to do something, or hey, what do you want to do? And people really had zero clue. Kind of completely thrown back by it, especially these are my friends, these are my guys. So I was really, kind of motivated to really figure out a way to put myself in a position to help them plan out what they really want to do, to at least have a direction. And, I actually started with my friends, which is kind of ironic about it. Those are my first quote unquote clients. But I helped them come up and figure out, what they really, really want to do, kind of define their own purpose and put their best foot forward. And we actually come up with, plans. And, it's not just like a homie thing when I text them now. It's, hey, where are you at with this thing that you said that you were doing? How, where's the progress? So it becomes more of an accountability partner type of deal.
Right.
And I'm bringing that into, an actual business standpoint now. So it's been cool. I mean, I like it. I've been doing it for probably about a year now, and I really enjoy it, So if there's anybody that does need or want, any type of coaching to just, put themselves in a better position within their own life or business, definitely reach out. I would love to help you, just at least talk to you.
Where can they
DJs no give me 5 on the black hand side. None of that shit going on, right?
No,
Business.
none of
Accountability.
that. Yeah, this is a business. Yeah, 100%.
Right.
This is something that I'm, planning on feeding my family with, 100%. So it's not a give you, it's not a little freebie stuff. Like we definitely talk about, how I can help you, but it is, a paid service, 100%.
Gotcha, DJ, man. Appreciate you, man, for coming through, man. We got the angry one. He's back. Angry one, what's good?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Sports Chasers family? How y'all doing? How y'all living out there tonight, man? What's going on, fellas?
What up?
Thursday night. It's our night.
Thursday night. It is what it is. It's our night. That's right, E. Tell them, let them know. Put some respect on the Sports Chasers name. We here. We ain't going nowhere. Lot to get into tonight. We're going to talk some golf. We're going to talk some hockey. We're going to talk some NBA Finals. As y'all can see, Denver's up 2-1. Dan's going to talk some hockey. What else we say? Hey, Messi's coming to MSL. We'll talk about
MLS.
MLS. Sorry. Thank you, DA. We'll talk about that. MLB Power Rankings. But, hey, we're going to get started with the show tonight. Hey, let me just read a little something. We're going to start with, hey, LIV Golf and the PGA Tour.
Read.
They have, how can I say, they have found some common ground to occupy with one another. But let me read this from Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports. And this was on Tuesday. And it's still a twist to the saga that has consumed golf for the past year. The PGA Tour, the DP World Tour, and LIV Golf, the upstart breakaway tour funded by the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Group, have agreed to merge and create a new entity to unify the tours. This will take place next year, 2023, not this year. The details are still sparse and incomplete, but the fact that the PGA Tour and the LIV Golf have agreed to create a new entity after more than a year of acrimony and litigation is significant. The deal was negotiated in such a secretive fashion that not even the PGA Tour players knew. LIV Golf CEO Greg Norman apparently found out in a phone call just before the announcement was made public. I'll read a little bit more, but let me just get into my little monologue about this. So this came out Tuesday, and some of the golfers, some of the PGA guys actually got this in real time as we did, as the I think Eric in our little group chat, he sent something. He said, "Hey," I said, "Wow." I said, "LIV and PGA merged." I said, that's kind of significant then. And it started popping in, and sure enough, LIV and PGA are here. They're merged, but let's look at some of the intricacies of this thing. So last year, and I'll get his name in a second, the PGA commissioner, he's basically telling his people, the PGA people that didn't defect to the LIV Tour, hey, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, stay here with us, and it's all good. Meanwhile, he's pounding the desk and shaking his fist at those that are defected, only for about a year and a half later for them to do the same thing and take the money. I set it up. I'm going to alley-oop it to DA and D-Dub because they was really on it. I'll start with DA. Go ahead, DA.
Hey, man, it's all about the cookies, man. You do it all for the nookie, baby. That's it. Period. It's really simple, man. This is nothing more than the Saudis had the paper. Period. Like it's like if we can go into the intricacies of the paperwork and all the rest of that BS, but the reality is that the Saudis probably came to the PGA 4 or 5 years ago. Hey, can we get down with you guys? You guys have tournaments. We got a few tournaments here, the Abu Dhabi, This here, out Saudi this, to this here, Qatar this, and the PGA said, "Yo, either get out of here." He kicked them to the side. You know what they said? Oh no, we've got the money, and they put the money up, and dudes went with the money, and they gave the players some of the things that they heard the players wanting from the PGA. They gave them those things: 3 days, 54 holes, a salary. Look, you're not complaining about a big time star going to a small, South Bronx Open.
South Bronx.
It's only $65,000.
On the park.
Yeah, Daytona Park Open. Like, no one's doing that. Dudes are not doing that. So what they're getting in LIV is a salary, right? So they get paid every week. They're getting a salary, like other athletes do. They're getting a salary. They're playing 54 holes. They're saying, "Listen, let's get a sense of urgency in the game by only having 54 holes. So we're going to have a cut day on day one. If you ain't good by day one, you're out. Got to go." Right? So urgency always brings better play, always brings excitement. So they actually gave the players stuff that they asked the PGA, that these same players asked the PGA to give them. And they gave them the money. So guess what now? What happens now, right? Now we do a whole year of making villains out of dudes. And listen, I am from New York City. So you can all kiss my fucking ass with this 9/11 shit. Right? Unless you had somebody there that that died, I'm really not hearing you. I'm really not hearing you, man, right? Because that's serious to some of us, right? So I am not hearing you throw that out just because this is golf. It's a game, man. Oh, the Saudis. Listen, we've been in bed with the Saudis from time immemorial, and we're still in bed. You ain't see Trump, Obama, Biden. Them dudes make us hold their hands when we're with them, right? Go check the news. It is real. They do make us hold they'll make our presidents hold their hands like biatches, right? Just so you know, it's all about this money. They're paying to do this, man. And the money is there. And guess what now? The guys that stayed in PGA, they don't get the bump. That's where the real beef is going to happen. Will they get the bump that the dudes that went with LIV got last year? And I'll give you an answer in 2 letters, but, it's the opposite of porn. And I'm out.
D-Dog.
D, are you finished? Let me test.
Yeah, I'm done. You finished?
What you just said? America has been what? In bed with what?
Oh, Saudis, they there, baby.
Yeah, let me take you back. Article, October 19, 2018, CBS News. U.S. goods and services trade with Saudi Arabia total estimated $45.6 billion last year.
How much?
$45.6 billion.
I could get to the grocery store with that.
With the U.S. surplus of more than $5 billion. All right?
Baby.
That's a couple of gallons of milk right there.
Yes, sir.
What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Again, the Saudis came with the money. First of all, golf is global. People play golf. Whether you know it or not, is global.
Everywhere.
Right. So, the Saudis came. They want to get in. They can't get in. Okay, we'll just pay. Well, they did what we do here in America. You know what? I'll open my own stuff. I'll go start my own business. And that's what they did.
That's what this capitalist, that's what it's supposed to be.
That's what capitalism is. Value for value, dollar for dollar. That's what we do. And then we try to make them Tiger Woods miss me. The 9/11 thing miss me with all that too. Because you ain't Tiger, you got your money. So I'm not gonna be mad at Dan who's struggling, who wants to make money. And he goes over to the Saudis and get the money, talk about his blood money. Stop it, man. Stop.
Yeah,
We told y'all all of that last year when this stuff happened. We told y'all. And here we are. Then now the PGA the phony golf association merges with the Saudis. Give me a break, man. Stop.
So who you mad at now? That's my thing. Who you mad at?
Yo, who you mad at now?
Only Golf Association. E, what you got for me on LIV?
All I'm gonna say.
Shout out to. By the way, E. Let me shout out to VLAC and Marlon for tuning in tonight. Thank you guys. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yes. I'm not gonna take too much time. I'm gonna just piggyback off what D-Dub and DA already said, man. It's a money game, and everybody that's mad, America, don't be mad that somebody's
Beat
playing
you at
the
your
game better than you.
There
That's
you go.
all this is. That's all it is, man.
Preach
Go make
it.
money, man. Let's go get money. Ain't that what everybody say? Go, let's get money. Let's get money.
It's just
So let's go
business,
get
right?
money.
It's business.
It's business, right? Come on, man. Get your panties out of a bunch and go get this money, man. Let's go. That's all I got. I ain't got too much time on this one, man.
Yeah.
Dan, what you got for us on golf? Dan is the best golfer here in the group.
Yeah.
That he is. Don't let that pirate hat fool you.
Yeah.
That pirate hat has been fooling a whole lot.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute because they're coming
Yes, sir.
My bad.
Here's my thing. So, I believe I was off when this hit, and I think it was it Scott Van Pelt? I think it was him that I saw him talking about it. So, I may be wrong, but from what I understand, the PGA Tour is a non-profit company. Blah blah blah, and and the Saudis wanted in. They couldn't get in, so they formed their own group. Well, the players have been bitching for years that, the PGA is misallocating funds, whatever they're saying is happening, and they're pissed off. So LIV comes along, and a lot of these guys are like, you know what? Think about it. Mickelson's been playing forever. He gets paid a ridiculous amount of money to join this new golf thing. So he's set. It doesn't matter where he finishes. He's set. So for him, it's a no-brainer. But, the ones I feel bad for is the Rory McIlroy and Tiger, because they offered them upwards of like $500 million for McIlroy and close to $1 billion for Tiger. Yep. And those two stood the line, didn't join. And
boss, I'm not going, boss.
Yeah. And then in the middle of the night, all of a sudden, you wake up to, hey, I'm sorry,
they're sick.
We were talking about morals and blood money and we're not going for it. Well, all this litigation with them being a nonprofit, that means they're going to have to open their books. That means they're probably going to find out where this money's going. So it's cheaper or better for them to settle and let them join than go through the litigation part of it. So they basically sold out all the guys that were still, going the company line. Oh, yeah. So, and they're not going to get paid like these other dudes did. And I feel bad for some of them guys. That,
working for a nonprofit, all that means is that all of the dollars that come in that year have to be spent every year.
Facts.
Yeah, so whatever they were complaining about,
that means
that was part of it.
You can't keep $1. You have to spend it on something. So whether it's on players, fields, golf balls, golf clubs, commercials, slush funds, whatever it is, you have to spend the money. You can't just keep, you don't get to keep money year over year as a profit. So, like Dan said, when those books get open, then you'll see who got rich, and dudes will be like, "Oh, whoa!" Like Rory might stab somebody. Like they may have to leave him in London when this happens, because it may get real serious because he was 10 toes down, and he could have went.
Yep.
He's already.
That's what I think
he could have went. Oh, they said that it struck the last tournament last weekend. They said it's the stress that's killing him. That he was in second place. He was riding down on it to win. But it's becoming too much now. Like he's getting the yips. Because it's a lot, man. It's a lot. That's a lot of shit. You sat there on, man, and you looking at these cats, Justin and these dudes like, yeah, man, we're just playing. got these. Yeah. That's her.
Yeah, support this island in
She's
the
fans only.
Maldives.
Right there. She's fans only. Her right there. Yeah,
Fans
you know
only
her.
fan.
Yeah, only fans. You know
Let's
who
not
she
start that.
Junior, go ahead and get in there, man. What you got for us on this, man?
I agree with DA on this one. You know, and it's just about the money. You know what I mean? Like, I watched the interview of Rory. He straight up said, I hate LIV. I hate him. You know, but at the end of the day, I think he hates him because, especially now, you know, because what's his name, Monahan, made the deal behind his back. You know, I wouldn't say behind his back, but
it was.
You know, basically, so it was behind his back.
None of them knew.
You know,
Monahan.
that's
the commissioner,
which is crazy. Yeah, Monahan. So I mean, to me, that's low. You know what I mean? To like not let your top players know, to want the guys that were, you know, riding with you.
10
You
toes
just
down.
let the deal happen.
Hey man, I disagree. I think, this is a cut. You think PGA people cared about you?
Well, that's Well, they.
If you thought,
no. I see that.
If you thought that this game really cared about you, man, you got to be crazy, man. This is all about I can't say it enough. These people will cut and make the deal for their own best interest in any business deal that you could think about. I don't care what it is. It's only right. It's only right. You're going to do what is best for you in your situation. At least that's what you should be doing.
Right. I would have took the 800 mil.
Right?
And
exactly.
Easy.
And the
Go ahead. Jump in there, Ryan. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ryan. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. And the PGA didn't have to tell Tiger or Rory. It's their fault. They should have knew that they don't call the shots. so exactly. So don't be upset. You're upset because that Saudi money, like somebody said, that money's different, bro.
Different money, boy.
It's different money. And then when you gotta keep constantly being in front of the judge and in the system, paying all these fees and things like that. I mean, Rory even said it in his interview. He even said in his interview, he's like, at the end of his interview, he basically said how he hates this and hates that, but we'll make more money. So it's always about the money. You know what I'm saying? They're just butthurt now that they didn't take advantage of it, and they thought that the PGA, you know what I'm saying, had their best interest. Nah, they're always gonna do what's best for the league, if per se, for the tour. So
NFL, NBA,
exactly.
MLB, all of them.
Exactly.
This is
exactly
all of them.
This is and I think Kev, where did Kev go?
I'm here.
Right there.
We may need to skip.
It's a lot of us up here.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm like Kev.
He said, where he at? He said, all this black on the screen. That's what it is.
I know it's not Dan. I know
all this damn black on the screen. Go ahead.
I know which one he's not, but but what I'm saying is if we could skip real quick, Kev, to go to Messi real quick, right?
Go ahead. Yeah, I was going to do that next. Go ahead.
This I think is a great segue. What people don't understand is that there are 10. I could name 10 dudes that are at the level of Messi, right? Sergio Ramos, Jordi Alba, Sergio N'Golo Kante. These are big time dudes that have won World Cups, UEFA Championship dudes that are going to Saudi Arabia to play in the Saudi Arabia League next. And I didn't name the franchise, right? So you think anybody in the NBA is getting money? No one in the NBA makes money like Cristiano Ronaldo. Point blank, period, end. Nobody. Right? Nobody. He's going to get his golden parachute. Dude, I heard today on Dan Patrick, I always give DP his credit, to say, hey, what do you think about, if them coming over to buy an NBA team and so forth? But the NBA has different rules, so you have to be an individual. You can't have like a
corporation
ownership group come buy a team. But if it was that popular, and it's not, so just know it's not that popular over there. But if basketball, baseball, hockey were that popular over there, they'd make that move. They already own about 6 or 7 big-time teams.
You know, it was I'm gonna add to that too.
Overseas. So, the Saudis already own like Chelsea, Man City, like they already own teams.
Yeah.
So like it's
They said they're trying to what they said, sport washing. For all the stars, I read a couple articles saying that they're trying to sport wash their country. Basically, like they're trying to clean their country's image with sports. So they're going around buying sports teams, entering different leagues and things like that. So, they're using their money for whatever the reason is. But
I don't know how much they got to clean, but they can buy enough teams.
And they also control horse racing.
Yeah.
Yes.
They control the thoroughbred association. They run that.
Yeah.
Every time a horse wins a Triple Crown race, whether it's the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, the Belmont, or the Breeders' Cup, anytime that horse wins, that Prince dude over there makes an offer to the owners of the people who owns the horse, an offer they can't refuse, and they basically get the bloodlines and the breeding fee and the stud fees for that horse. They control all that stuff,
and
all of it.
As many races, big races over there
than
we do here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they just they don't have the same names, but they run races every 2-3 weeks over there. That are big time races.
Right. The biggest race in the world is like the Dubai Cup or something like that, and where the Breeder Cup winner from here goes there and runs. So yeah, they have their imprint on a lot of sports that we don't know, and they don't want you to know.
And I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet at this, but keeping it funky. All the rich Americans, they go over to that. Like they're
of course.
There. So of course. Like we're there at the race, seeing it. So like we're there. I'm not. I don't have that kind of money, but
yeah.
I wish I could go.
So go ahead, Ryan. I'm sorry.
No, everybody try to stay on this moral ground, but trust me, man, everybody's in cahoots with them over there. You know what I'm saying? Whether to equate it like with the NBA with China. You know what I mean? Everybody's is doing business with the rich. Does business with the rich. I don't care what anybody want to say. They're always going to do business with each other.
Yeah. E, what you got on Messi coming to? Or if you got anything, that's
more power to him. I mean, he's earned the respect. He's earned the right. Hell, man, he can do what he want to do at this point. I mean, that's just like any other player. You've done this and done that. You're well touted, well decorated. Move along, man. You ain't got to. Man, at this day and age in 2023, you really, dare I say it, you really shouldn't have no kind of loyalty to whatever business or whatever company that you with. You know what I'm saying? At this day and age, man, because players turn on teams turn on players. Man, you got to do what's best for you and your interests, man. And if you ain't, if the interests don't lay hand in hand with what's going on, bounce. That's all. That's all I got. It's a dirty game out here, people. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's
dirty.
Definitely is. So me and Ryan, we're in South Florida, and we'll actually have my man Jay Kingdon, who's with the Inter Miami podcast. He'll be on next week to talk about this deal in length. But I don't know, Ryan, if you heard this today, where they might be actually moving the games to Hard Rock Stadium now that he's here. That's part of the impact of him coming to play here.
Yeah, because they can't. They're not going to be able to
fit little pinks
it's
over there in Fort Lauderdale. Yes,
right. And I mean, because they used to play the old Lockhart Stadium. So it's not. Yeah, they can't handle that kind of crowd. Not only that, now all the concessions are gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? So now they're gonna be making money on the concessions because there's gonna be so much people. So yeah, exactly, man. So no, definitely, because I know they're building a their stadium in Miami. So I don't know when it's gonna be ready or not. But yeah, I can definitely see that. There's no way they're gonna be able to have people go to the old Lockhart Stadium when Messi's coming. And I think the average ticket for a game was like $29. And now they had to shut down the whole website.
Yeah.
They shut it down. So I was talking to a gentleman today who knows a lot about it. They were saying it's like tickets gonna be starting at 400 now, from 29 to 400 because of Messi.
That's football.
Yep.
And he's old and decrepit. Just so you know.
Say it one more time, dude.
Right.
Sorry.
I said he's old and decrepit. That's why he's leaving. I mean, yo, soccer over there is a young man's game. He's already old. Like, even the last few years.
He's 37, correct?
Yeah. Last few years, dudes were like, yo, dog, I'm not trying to do this with these kids.
He had a good World Cup, though.
Yeah, but he's coming in the games, like he won't play the whole match,
Right.
No,
yeah.
He can score goals if you throw him in the last 10, 15 minutes of the match. But running up and down the field with Gape for 90 minutes, oh, no, he don't want no parts of that. And he shouldn't, because that kid's like 5, right? So it's hard to run up and down the pitch with a dude like that, man. So he's going down as one of the best to ever do it. He's in my top 10 for sure. So
Easy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was saying easy top 10.
Gotcha. Let me read some of the part of the deal. According to USA Today, MLS and Inter Miami, which is owned by David Beckham, had to get imaginative in the attempt to lure Messi. MLS and its broadcast partners, Apple, offered Messi a share of revenue generated by new subscribers to MLS Season Pass on Apple TV Plus. The Athletic reported, citing multiple sources, Messi also was offered a profit-sharing deal with Adidas, per The Athletic. On Tuesday, Apple TV Plus announced that it was developing a 4-part documentary series featuring Messi. We are pleased that Lionel Messi has stated that he intends to join the Inter Miami football team and Major League Soccer this summer. MLS said in the statement, although work remains and finalize a formal agreement, we look forward to welcoming one of the greatest soccer players of all time in our league. And as I stated, my main man Jay Kingdon, who runs the Inter Miami podcast, he will be with us next week because they're actually doing their podcast as we speak.
Nice.
And he'll be with us to talk about all the intricacies of the deal and what it means to MLS, soccer in general, MLS here in South Florida, and he'll be here to talk about that day. Mike Mills, what's up, brother? What's going on?
What's up?
Hey, salutations and greetings and all your great saying. Mike Mills got us. Hey, all those people on Twitch, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All I'm gonna say is to all you fans out there that's down in that region, y'all looking to buy tickets. Do what the NBA fans do. You might want to look at the scouting report and make sure that your man's is going to play that night before you pay upwards of $400 for them tickets. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, I'm 100% with you. I was just saying that in my mind. I was like, ain't no way in the world. I mean, God bless you, but no.
Listen, man, if you want to have his U.S. farewell tour, let him have it.
Oh, no doubt.
That's fine.
Running it up.
I'm just looking out for the fans, That's all I'm saying.
Defender of the fans.
I mean, they ain't gonna listen anyway, but it's
they
okay.
know you're 100 years old. Yeah. They know what year it is. They know people don't.
Yeah, they know, but they don't know, Mike.
Yeah, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn today.
Yeah, well, you're true. True.
Yes.
Oh man, should be very interesting. Like we said, what is it? I won't even say a hero, so to speak. Yeah, like Mike Mills said, he's played a lot of soccer. He's coming over here. Beckham did the same thing.
He currently owns Miami for a year or two.
What you saying, DA?
I said there. This is the retirement community for European soccer players.
So it's just the get a bag tour. Okay,
Yeah.
They all do it.
get a bag tour.
Thierry Henry
Absolutely.
started it.
No. If it was
Nah, if to get it back
oh, he would have went to Saudi for
with a Saudi
Yeah,
Arabia,
he was-
exactly.
At the time.
There you go.
Yeah,
Saudi
at-
Arabia don't got the luxuries of Miami. He went to Miami for a reason.
That's what he passed up to go to
Shit.
Saudi. They offered him $1 billion.
Get a bag tour.
His wife didn't want to go.
His
Ain't no
wife
women
and
rights in
kids.
Saudi Arabia. Ain't no women rights in Saudi Arabia. He going with women got rights so he can keep her quiet and he can enjoy Miami. It's all in the game plan.
Yeah, listen. I think he's a hell of a player. I think he'll be fine. You're right. He's not going to play a lot of games, 90 minutes at all. But he will play some. He will play some. I think.
With these football fans, I don't think they even care. To be honest with you,
They
they
don't.
just they love the game so much. They're so passionate about
It's their lifestyle.
football, correct? And that I don't even think they care. They just love these guys that much. So, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Lionel Messi. Go ahead, get
Gotcha,
your thing.
man. Like I said, we'll hit this a little bit harder next week with my man Jay Kington from we will reconvene next week when Jay Kington of Enter Miami podcast will come through and talk more about the deal with Messi coming to Enter Miami, man. So let me segue here to Major League Baseball Power Rankings according to CBS real quick. And before we get to hockey and the NBA finals here, as of yesterday, according to CBS, the Tampa Bay Rays, they're still number one. They're 46-19. The Texas Rangers, they're 40-21. They're number two. The Houston Astros, they're 36-26. That's Ryan's Houston Astros. They're up one from last week. The Baltimore Orioles, they are number four. They are 38-24. My New York Yankees, they are currently 36-27. They're number five. They're climbing up 2 spots from last week. Very good series against the LA Dodgers last week. Speaking of which, the LA Dodgers are number 6 according to the Power Rankings. They have the same identical record as the Yankees. The Braves, who own the New York Mets, owns Mike Mills' New York Mets. They are 37-24. I heard somebody on the radio said that's a rivalry. I said, how can that be a rivalry when one team beats the hell out of the other team? So that's not a rivalry.
Say it again. Beat the hell out of the other team. Okay. Goddamn rivalry, please.
No, boy, no, not close.
The Arizona Diamondbacks, they're surprised this year. They got a lot of young talent. They're 37-25. They're up 2 spots from last week. The Toronto Blue Jays, they're 35-28. They're number 9. The Milwaukee Brewers, they are number 10 at 34-29. The Minnesota Twins, 31-32 at number 11. Boston Red Sox, they're down 3 spots from last week. They're 31-31. The Miami Marlins, they're 35-28, playing rather well. They're number 13 according to the rankings. The Anaheim or Los Angeles Angels, they're 33-30. They're number 14. The aforementioned New York Mets, they continue their roller coaster of a season. They are number 15 at 30-32. The Seattle Mariners, they are 30-31. Seattle will be hosting the Midsummer Classic here next month, the All-Star game. Dan's Pirates, they're up 4 spots from last week. They are 32-29. They are 3. Dan, hey, 2 seconds. Are you happy that your Pirates are 3 games over 500 in June?
Well, I was. They went on that slump, and then they won like 6 in a row. And the Oakland A's come rolling into town with 12 wins out of the entire season. And we promptly fucking lose 2 or 3 to them. like the last game we played the other night, I don't know who started, but oh, good Lord. He gave up 7 in the first inning. I mean, please, Nutting, spend some money on pitching, please. I mean, Mitch Keller's killing it, but they need some starting pitching. You can't give up 7 in the first inning.
No.
Gotcha. No, can't do that. You put your team in a hole. The number 18, the San Francisco Giants. They are 32-30. They're number 18. Yo, DA, yo.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, man, you said that last week. What's really good with the Padres, man?
You said that last week.
We're not getting the right stuff. Don't worry. We're coming. We'll be back.
Okay.
Kev, I told you July, man. It's July 4th. After July 4th.
I seen the kid hit a joint to the moon that played for the Reds. They got 2 dogs, man.
So yes, I saw that yesterday. Yes, he absolutely hit that to Kentucky.
Woo!
Yeah, I'll find the guy's name here in a little bit.
Cruz or something like that, man.
Yeah, he hit that a mile, man. The Phillies are number 20. The Guardians are 21. The Reds, aforementioned Reds, they're 22. They're moving up. They're 29-34. The Cubs, both Chicago teams have been awful this year. Not good. Detroit, Washington. Hey, DA, real quick. Your man, I sent you the article yesterday. Strasburg really ski-masked the Nationals, boy.
You should have known. That's all I can tell you, dog. When the dude said, we about to be in the playoffs now. We need you, baby. And he said, oh, no, he already pitched 95 innings this year. He's out.
Mm-hmm.
Dusty was like, what? Out of where? Where is he out at? He's outside? Where is he out? He didn't pitch no more that year. A year that Washington probably had the best team going into the playoffs.
Could have had two championships.
Dog, listen, man. I knew that dude was on some different shit, but he got the money.
And if I'm not mistaken, since the Nationals won the chip in what was that 19 or 20? He's only pitched like 8 or 9 times and been on the DL. Yeah. And it's 2023. So
sound like some Zion Williamson numbers.
Nope. I'm going to the rankings. Nope.
If he's doing like Zion, I hope he packed the plan B.
Hey, Zion may not be in trouble because he ain't go check that.
Nope. The Nationals are 26. The Cardinals are 27. The Rockies are 28. The Royals are 29, and the Athletics are 30. Man, Dan,
we did 15. How we get to 30?
I just kept rolling, man.
Did a limited stop.
Express
stop. So
yo, man, y'all are funny. Nope, I'm not doing that tonight. Not with y'all. We currently have.
Why can't we?
So only fans. Only your fans know.
Only fans.
Only your fans.
Only your fans. Yeah, he must got like 8 bonus accounts. Yo, man. Anyway, go ahead, Kev. Sorry.
Listen, the Stanley Cup playoffs, they are upon us. It's 2 games, the non-Vegas Knights over the Carolina Panthers, the Florida Panthers. And Dan, our hockey dude, he'll take it away with hockey. Thank you, Dan. We get out of here. Oh, God.
For all those at home that are listening or watching on YouTube, I want you to take a moment, turn on your TV to TNT, and actually see what the Florida stadium looks like with fans in it.
Wow.
They got this place packed.
What the hell was that about?
No, I'm serious. Trust me, dude. You could watch these games all year long. There ain't that many there.
Dang, Ryan, the poor people's sunrise, right?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. The last couple of times I went to a hockey game at the stadium, it was a good atmosphere. It was fans appreciation night though. It was free food. So.
Damn.
You ain't helping us, Ryan.
You got a point. You got a point, Dan. You got a point, Dan.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's good to see them come out and support them.
Yeah.
And they just dropped the puck. While we were finishing up that last little segment, I kind of peeked over and they're singing the national anthem, Mr. Phil Phillips. And, of course, I got it on mute. And then I see the guy beside him, and I'm like, well, why are they having somebody to, stand beside this guy and dance badly? And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. He's the sign language guy. So it's nice. So it was nice they were helping those people out so they could sing the national anthem with them. But Bob's back in that. Sergei Bobrovsky's back in that after 2 really rough days. I mean, to be honest, there wasn't a lot of it wasn't his fault in the first 2 games, but he's back in that. They went back with him after he got pulled in the last game,
It was a
You know,
barrage.
Well, after giving up 20 goals,
Yeah.
hey,
yeah.
let's put it this way: when your guys stand right in front of you and you can't see the puck, it's pretty hard to stop it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It's not even the other team standing in front of him; it's his own players. So
Yeah, it was pretty rough. Pretty rough for him.
He played well in the first game, and like I said, they like what was it? They scored 2 shots from the point, and they were wrist shots, not even hard, but they were placed upper corner, and he peeked on one side, and the shot went to the
Top
other
shelf.
side.
Yeah.
And he had no chance. And that's probably the best game to this point that Florida played. I mean, I think it was Cousins got robbed. I forget if it was game 1 or game 2 in front of the net, where Aiden Hill just was completely out of the net and reached back and got like the very corner of his stick on the puck, which was I mean, literally the whole net's open, but like just the middle part where his stick was, and he had great save.
Hey, Danny, real quick, what's going on with your man Matthew? To Chuck.
What do you mean?
What's going on with him? He's not.
I mean,
Leave Matty alone, please.
He's playing the same way he did all playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's already got 36 penalty minutes in 2 games, so he's doing his thing. I mean,
he did fuck with you. That's me.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Florida, they're out in the playground and they're out there beating up little kids for the lunch money. They took Boston's money, they took Toronto's money, and they took Carolina's money. Well, guess what? When they got around to the other side of the building, on the other side of the playground, they met somebody else a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, and a little bit bigger bully. And that shit ain't working. And that's the problem. They don't have the talent, skill-wise, that Vegas has. Like, all 4 lines of Vegas are very skilled. But they also can, skate. They can also hit. And they're not fazed by this crap that, Florida's been doing. Like, I was talking to Kevin about this in text the other day, but, he sent me a thing with, was this hit clean on the Chuck hit on Eichel right inside the blue line. I haven't seen a hit that hard in the playoffs.
He smoked him.
In years. Like, his soul left his body when he hit him. It was an absolutely clean hit.
That was homeboy. He got up though, right? He finished.
I liken it to like in football, like when you get your shoulder hit and you get that stinger.
Yeah.
Because that's basically where he got hit. It was funny is Darren Pang interviewed him after the game on the bench, and he said, "Hey, look," he goes, "that's a clean hit." He goes, "It was my fault. I kind of got on the tracks, and then I toe picked, and he just couldn't get out of the way. He knew he was going to get killed, but then he toe picked and fell. But if you watch the hit, Tkachuk hits him with his hip right in his upper shoulder. His helmet comes flying off because of the whiplash of how hard he got hit. So he didn't hit him in the head at all, and that was an absolutely clean hit. But that's what Florida tries to do. They try to run you over. And then, they were already down 4-0 when he made that hit. So a little late, but to rally the troops. But, in the same token, you look at Vegas. They were smashing people out there all game long. Barbashev, this guy, I don't know. You don't really notice him a whole lot in the regular season. He scores his goals. He plays the game the right way. And he's very good, but it's like he goes up another gear when it comes to playoff time, when it's time to win. And he absolutely smoked Gudas. And Gudas never came back in the game after that. And it was like right inside the blue line. I think it was Marchessault took the high stick cross check into the ear in front of the bench, and the puck came to the other side, and that's when Barbashev lit up Gudas, and he was out. I don't know if he had a concussion, but I think he's been ailing with something else also, like body-wise. Like all these guys are hurt. They're all, you get this many games in, you're beat up and bruised, and but Barbashev flattened them. But that's the thing is they were trying to bully Vegas, and Vegas was like, nope, not happening. And, and that's when they put up, the touchdown and the extra point on them. But good news is Florida fans, Montour just scored for put up the Panthers up 1-0 here in the first. That was a hell of a nice shot too. Hell of a nice shot. But to be honest with you, like I don't know. Like, will Florida win a game? Maybe. Are they going to win the series? I doubt it. I just don't think that they have the skill level that Vegas does in all four lines. Because I think is it Luosterainen? He's out. Hornquist is out. Not to make excuses for them to have excuses, because we all know Vegas' top two goalies are out and they're still winning. So next man got to step up. But I just don't think that they can compete with all four lines that Vegas has.
Yeah, Vegas is tough. I mean, skating wise, all of it. I mean, they just look quicker, faster, especially at home. So I don't know. We'll see.
But the bad part for me is this. All these wonderful fans that are in Florida, they might not get to see their team again this year after they play these two games.
Yeah, I think they're done. It's a wrap.
Yeah, because
Dan, even if they win this game, you don't think they got enough?
I think they could win a game, but they're not going to win the series now. Not the way that the Vegas is playing and is literally doing the opposite of what Florida usually does to their opponents. Like you just watch a period of this. They're running guys out, and the most important thing that for Vegas is like they're all. I think Marchessault's is the shortest guy on their team, and he's like 5'10", 5'11". But their entire team's 6 foot and above. They're big they're dudes. Fast, and they're not good. They're skillful. They don't play that way, but they will if they need to. Like, basically Florida's playing dirty like hockey, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Muck and grinding.
Mucking it up. Yeah.
Gloves in the face after every whistle, and which I thought was hilarious game too. Like, somebody just got killed. But I was telling Kevin, I said
that's what we naming this one though. Ooh, somebody just got killed.
Yeah.
The Florida
dude can't cross that line, bro. He just got smoked.
Yeah, he got smoked right at the blue line.
Jesus.
Was that the Chuck?
That's the Chuck, yeah.
Or did he get the high stick? Because they're going to get a power play. Yeah, there's the Chuck. Colasar killed him. Nice.
Ooh.
Leave Maddie alone.
And he looked up to see who it was. That's even the best part. But like I said, that's Vegas. They could play that way if they need to.
Right.
And if Florida wants to play that game, they'll be more than happy to give it right back to them. But the impressive part is Vegas has been super, super disciplined. Like, if you watch the last game, that they lost 7-2, Florida, I don't know if there was a memo that said, hey, clean the game up, or they got like a text message, in between periods, like, hey, we ain't putting up with this shit tonight from the league. Because it was like the stuff that they were throwing people out of the game for. Well, in essence, basically what they're doing is, if you mouth off to the ref, you can get an unsportsmanlike conduct, which is 2 minutes. Or he could just go, you know what? It's the old roller derby call. Yeah. He cuts the jam off. He hits the hips, and then, 10-minute misconduct, you're out. You got to sit out for 10 minutes. And that's what happened to Chuck. He blew up Eichel, and then I don't know if he got a 10-minute misconduct for hitting him too hard. But they ended up giving a 10-minute misconduct or whatever. But it was something like 148 penalty minutes in that last game. But, it literally, I want to say,
it's 2 games.
Yeah, I'm looking at the box. So Reinhardt had 10 minutes. DeChuck had 22 minutes. Stahl had 10 minutes. He got 10-minute misconduct for abuse of officials. So I think he told him he wasn't happy with the way they were calling the game. Cousins got a 10-minute misconduct. Is that
the words that he used?
No, I'm sure it was more colorful.
Is that how we said it? That's what's important. That's what's important.
Yeah, you know how we have our little thing, PSA at the beginning of the rolling clip for this. That there may be some colorful language. Yeah,
that was colorful language. Got it.
But DeClaire got 12 minutes, and Casey Fitzgerald got 10 minutes. So, I mean, they probably had 100 minutes just on Florida.
Wow.
and they did throw out some of the other guys on the other team, like Howden got 10, Smith got 10, Barbashev got 14, Kolasar got 10, and Whiteclaw got 10. But it was like, I was watching a game, and they had a scrum like Florida likes to do. And literally, Tkachuk took his stick one-handed. He didn't, do what Peter Angelo did, the Draisaitl. He just literally just laid his stick down and hit the guy's stick lightly, and the guy dropped his stick. And you could see the referee just point at Tkachuk and goes, "You're out." And I was like, if that's what we're getting 10 minutes for in the Stanley Cup playoffs, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, what was it? The game one the other night, and me and you was going back and forth. The goalie, the Golden Knights goalie, he did all the nonsense.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So the refereeing hasn't been the best in this series. So the first game, early in the game, they Florida do what they try to do. They try to get in the goalie's head. So I think it was Bennett was in front and Cousins was in front, and I think Tkachuk was to the side of the net. But Aiden Hill makes the save, and he's down, and he's getting back up or whatever. And the other guys, Cousins and the other Knights, are mucking it up in front. And Bennett gives him a little push in the back and pushes him down. So he turns around, gets up, and he goes and punches this dude in the face with his blocker. So the one that holds the stick. So he got that big waffle, and you could see I saw a picture of it where he's hitting Bennett in the face, and he's also hitting his defenseman who had a hold of him. So he hit them both. And then he cross-checks him or whatever. And then you see, I think it was 3 more Golden Knights come over, and they just basically mug this guy like he's on the subway. And he's basically defending himself, just trying not to get hit in the face. And then after it's all said and done, they pan over to the penalty box, and the one dude that got mugged is the only guy that's in the box. Everything everybody else did was A-okay. What the goalie did, the whole 9 yards, and he got the penalty for, I guess, taking the abuse. It was something else. But wow. It's been like that where they've been, I don't know, they've been calling some real ticky-tacky. They're not letting them get away with anything. They're just 10-minute misconducts, throw them out of the game because that game was so out of hand.
So is it safe to say, I'm safe to say that, during the Cup Finals, you got the best of referees and linesmen calling the game, right? Is there any kind of way how they, they grade them during the year or whatever? How does that work?
I think that's exactly what they do. Is they grade them, and then the ones that have the best overall ranking or whatever, the ones get to work it. But I'm not sure if they have 2 extra officials and 2 extra linesmen, or if it's just 1 and 1. It's on standby in case one of them gets hurt.
Right.
So that way they're not limited to because usually in the regular season when that happens, if a linesman gets hurt, then they'll just go to the 3 ref system where the one referee will actually work as a linesman on the side that the other guy was supposed to be watching. But in the playoffs, they make sure that they can replace him. And just a side note, Tkachuk went to the dressing room early here, so he might be shaken up from that hit from Kolasar.
Shook ones.
Panthers don't need that. That's for sure.
No.
They don't do that. Anything else, Dan, before we get along, move along here, I should say. Excuse me.
Well, by next Thursday, we might not be talking much more hockey.
Or basketball, for that matter.
Both in the state of Florida. Yeah.
Both in the state of Florida.
Just saying.
He's in our hockey too.
NHL dreams and NBA dreams go to die. That's what they say.
Yeah, they're going to retire.
Go to retire.
Oh man. Thank you, Dan. Dan with the hockey stuff. With the NHL Finals, Panthers are up 1-0 currently. We're gonna move to the NBA. The NBA Finals are going on. Also, between the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets. Our NBA contributor, our main man. Hey man, he always brings it on. when it comes to the NBA. Ryan DeSouz, what's up, brother? Ryan, what you got for us tonight? I'll let
What's
you
up,
kick it
fellas?
off, man. What's going on, man?
What up?
What up?
What's good? What's good? Thanks for having me back, man. But yeah, man, it's after the Heat stole game 2. Kudos to Denver. They played an excellent game, and Miami started the game off well, actually. They were moving the ball. Kevin Love hit a 3. Bam was balling, Jimmy was balling, and then Jokic and Murray just went to work, man. First ever 2 teammates getting 30-point triple doubles in the same game. So very impressed with them. I mean, we all knew if Denver plays at its ceiling and Miami plays at its ceiling, Denver would win. We all know that. But what Miami has been doing is like the Panthers. They've been mucking up the game. They've been slowing the game down, slowing the tempo down, and they've been hitting a lot of threes. So, if they hit their threes, Miami's in it. If they don't, they're going to struggle. So it's 2-1 Denver. Game 4 is tomorrow night. At the I don't even know what they call the arena now. They done changed the name so many times.
Kasai.
They changed it.
It's Kasai.
It was the
Triple A.
No, it was AAA, and then they went to the
Then you went to Miami-Dade Arena. Now it's called the Kasai Center. That's what.
Right, but it was like it was the Bitcoin or something in that thing, and the whole that whole Bitcoin thing.
Before got money and they got
right. Exactly. So they're like, okay, we gotta change the name.
Don't want to do that no more.
Right. So yeah, man. So I mean, Jokic just played out of his mind, man. Like it's like he can adapt his game to whatever defense you throw at him. And that's the sign of just an all-time great player, So he can adapt, he's never sped up. He plays at his own pace, and
never look frustrated.
Right. That's the one thing about Joker, though. You can't get underneath his skin, though. He's all,
he's a fighter.
Yeah, like he'll get into it with the refs, and things of that nature. So that's the one thing, he has to clean up in his game, but he was just phenomenal. And then if you have Murray playing like that, Murray hit some tough shots. When I think in the game last night when the Heat went on a run, Caleb Martin came in and looked like Caleb Martin. He hit like 2 threes, hit a nice layup. I think he went on an own personal 8-0 run, and the Heat took a 4-point lead, and the next possession, you could tell the arena was getting fired up. Bam had like a nice putback dunk on Joker, and then Murray hits like this fadeaway 1-foot 3 at the buzzer, at the shot clock, at the end of the shot clock to cut it to 1, and then right after that they took off again. So. Yeah, man. So, kudos to Denver. But like how the series is, man, it's adjustments. So, Spo's going to have to make some adjustments. But like I said, man, if Joker and Murray are playing like that, it's just going to be tough for the Heat to win. And if they're definitely not hitting their threes, it's going to be, super hard for them to beat Denver. But let's be honest. Joker and Murray carried them in that game. The rookie Brown had a I don't even know how you he spells his name Braun, but it's Brown. Yeah. I want to call him Brown. He had a great game. And what he did was he attacked Duncan Robinson even in the zone. When they went to zone, when Duncan Robinson comes in the game, they normally go zone. When he went to zone, you can tell he just put his head down, he attacked the zone. So it's just adjustments, man. And Gabe Vincent, got into foul trouble. He got pretty much taken out the game early with the foul trouble. But hey, it's 2-1. Miami has to win this game. And if you told Miami they'll be down, be tied 2-2 going back to Denver with 3 games left, they'll take that. So it's obviously without it being a must-win game, it's a must-win game tomorrow night for the Heat. But I like the way Bam is playing. Jimmy played good. They weren't really that efficient last night, but they were aggressive, and that's what you need from them is the aggression. They already ruled out Tyler Hero for tomorrow's game, so he's not going to play. I don't see him coming back. If he hasn't come back in game by, it's going to be game 4. He hasn't played. There's really no reason to bring him back. So I don't think he's going to come back. They already ruled him out, and so it's just a chess match now. Who's going to make the next adjustment? Now it's on Spoelstra to make the next adjustment. But like I said, there's hardly any adjustments to make when Murray and the Joker are playing like that. 2 30-point triple doubles. I don't care what team it is. You're not going to beat that team because the other guys didn't play well. Aaron Gordon was okay. Porter Jr. I mean, I don't know what happened to his game. He's not playing. Yeah, he's not playing well. So so we'll see what happens.
You left him somewhere else. Not even in Denver. I don't know
right. Yeah.
Junior, Dorian Jr., what you got for us real quick? Ryan, let me
absolutely.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly agree with Ryan on most of his points, honestly, because to me, Joker's the best player in the league. I know Joe won the MVP. Joker, if I had
deservedly so.
I'm gonna put it this way: if I had to tell my son to watch a play, I'm telling him to watch Joker because of his touch around the rim. I've never seen. I mean, it's comparable to Tim Duncan, and when I watch it, and it's actually like uncanny how I was sitting on the couch with my wife yesterday watching the game, and I'm just every time we do something, I'm looking at her, I'm like, yo, it's every play he has something to do with. You know what I mean? Whether it be a screen on the backside, whether it be just handing off the ball and the way he hands off the ball, like there's certain intricate things he just does around the game of basketball that just makes him just an unbelievable basketball player. And then, like you said, Murray, I mean, that dude, he's hitting
tough shots,
crossover one-legged pull-ups with his leg flaring under him like he's Kobe. You know what I mean? I'm watching him. I'm looking at his game. I'm like, he's playing very special. So, like you said, if those two play the game the way they played yesterday, they're not getting beat. I mean, I see Miami maybe if they rally, get one more. Like I saw the alley-oop coming, not the alley, but the tip dunk, bam.
Yeah.
If they would have kept that momentum after that tip dunk, they may have had a solid chance to kind of run them through. But like you said, Murray just hit dagger after dagger to just shut that stuff up, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really do much when it comes to.
Go ahead, DA. What you got?
One thing I can see is that they're very tiny. Like they know when momentum is about to rise on the other side, and they got to get that basket, and they get to their spot and they get that basket. They did it against the Lakers the whole series, and they're doing it now. When LeBron hit a big shot or AD hit a big shot, go back down, Joker get a layup. Aaron Gordon get a dunk. They always come back at the right time to stop, to put that fire out so they can keep it moving. Because all they want to do is just score baskets within the offense. They're not trying to do nothing crazy. Like I told y'all last week, easy baskets win. Easy baskets win. They get a lot of easy baskets. A lot of easy baskets, a lot of layups. I think they scored 60% of their baskets last night in the paint.
That's crazy.
And that's because when they're struggling, they can go to Joker down low, and he can get whatever he wants. Whether it's scoring, and if you don't send a double team at him, he's gonna score every time. And like you said, man, that touch around the not even around the basket, the touch on his fadeaway shots, the touch on his jumpers, like the ball hits the rim, hits the backboard, and just fall. It's so much arc on the shot that it gives him he gives himself a chance to make the shot every time because he puts a nice arch on it, and that's the difference between him and like with Bam. Bam shots are hard, so either it's going in or it's like banging off the backboard, you know what I'm saying? But that's that he has the size with the finesse, with the touch, with the score, with the scoring, with the passing prowess. He's phenomenal, man. He's phenomenal. So Yeah.
He's very feathery, is what
Absolutely.
I call him. He's feathery around the rim.
Good.
You know what I mean? It's light, real light. You know.
Yeah.
So I like him. I like his whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Angry one, what you got for us on this series, bro?
Oh man, it's a tough task for Miami, but I will say, if Christian Brown don't score what he scored, it's a tied ball game. If you look at it points for points, they lost by 15. He gave them 15. So you just need, as great as Murray and Joker are, Miami just needs somebody other than Jimmy and Bam to do something. Give me something. Give me 6 fouls. Give me 4 assists. Give me 8 rebounds. Give me something. Give me something. You know what I'm saying? So again, as great as these players, great players, right? It's also about the other guys, as the talking heads like to call them. So that's where we at in this series, man. And I said it, Murray is special. Like, his confidence, you can see, is oozing out of the gym, man. He's letting it go, and he might as well be like Curry, turning around and going back down the court, man. It's crazy. Man, and I agree. Joker is the most dominant force in the game right now. But like we seen in game 2, he was dominant. But you're only dominant when it's just you. I mean, he didn't have those assists. You see Denver lost. So I don't know what Miami can do. I don't know if they got any more juice left in the tank with them role players, but if they don't want to have game 4 be their last game in Miami, somebody else gotta do something. Or Jimmy's gonna have to pull a 60 out of his hat, and I don't see that either.
All right. And the scary part about it too, they lost their last 3 home games, Miami. So they lost game 6 to Boston. So they had 3-game losing streak at home. That's concerning. So we'll see. And shout out to Marlon. Marlon said I'm pronouncing Joker like I'm saying Joker like a Cuban. Hey, I'm in Miami, Papi. I'm in Miami, Papi.
Yeah, I was cracking up. That was funny.
That was funny. Leave it to my dog Marlon, man. Shout out to Marlon.
Mike Mills, what you got on the series, bro? What you got on the series, man?
First off, shout out to Joker. I mean, I said he was the best. Whoever he's gonna be. I said he was the best big after Boogie got hurt. Like, people were saying Embiid, but I never thought Embiid over him. Like, that was crazy to me.
You and DA about to fight.
Whatever, it's the truth. But hey,
Mike Millie, I got your back. I'm with you. Go ahead.
It's the truth. But so shout out to him. Shout out to Jamal Murray. It's good to see him healthy.
Yes.
He looked cool all year, but I knew he wasn't like 100. Now he's looking 100. Like, people was comparing it to the bubble, but I can't compare the bubble. The bubble really, that's just a whatever. But we're not talking
I heard
about
that argument today, this past week
the bubble
about
was
that.
like whatever. We're not talking about that.
Yeah.
But if Miami is going to win, they're going to need, like I said, the other guys to step up. They're going to need the ghost of Kyle Lowry to wake up and do something.
Who?
Yeah, because he's out there just sliding and gliding up and down the court and falling over. Like, he's not.
He's stealing money.
He's not adding to the cause. Like, Jimmy can't be your only ball handler and best defender and all these other things at the same time. Like, somebody got to do something and help. And shout out to Bam, because I've been calling Bam a fraud all playoffs, and he's actually looking like what he's supposed to this series. He's out there actually.
He's earning a paycheck.
Sidekick. He's out there Siakam man for Paul for Kawhi out there. So, if Miami want to win, they got to play like Miami, and I think they could win. I mean, they could. They're making it interesting.
Absolutely.
Like Denver's taking leads, but they're not drowning them. They're not stomping them out. So, like they could be, like they should be, but And then Denver's up 2-1, and everybody's talking about Zion and Ja. Mike Malone is gonna have a fit at the next press conference, and I'm here for it. So there we go.
No, D-Dub, Mike, you had anything? Mike Mills, you had anything else before?
Nah, that's it. I'm ready for the next press. You're talking about Zion. Yeah, I'm ready for that. Absolutely.
D-Dub,
Wow.
you talked about the Heat culture. You was laughing. You want to explain? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's over, kid. It's over. It's 5 games. It's done. I seen enough. I seen enough.
Wow.
I seen enough. Miami can't mess with this Denver team, man. Period, man. They're gonna take the next 2 games to get them out of here.
It's your team fault.
Well, yeah, that might
The
be
Knicks
that
was
might be
supposed to
something.
beat Miami.
Yeah, well, there's a couple teams before they got to Miami that was supposed to get rid of Miami. So
y'all was supposed to get rid of Miami.
let's get that. But I think it's over. I think Miami's nice, it's nice, but this Denver team is a little different, man. They ain't got nothing for Joker, man. I just they'll play together, but like I told you, Kev, if Joker just if they play their offense like they did, get the other guys involved, wait. He don't need to score like that. Wait till the 4th quarter and he can get off. Other than that, there's nobody. They don't have nobody to mess with him. And then you got Murray doing his thing. I mean, Murray, it looks insane. So shout out to Miami. Miami had a good year. I mean, it's a great year. I mean, an AFC going to the NBA Finals.
It really wasn't an AFC though, so we can stop that.
Well, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
That's where they was at.
That's what they was at, Kev. I'm sorry.
They had people hurt. They didn't get it done during the regular. Wait, okay, no, let me shut up.
They keep on, Tyler Hero. When Tyler Hero get back, I don't care.
Technically, though,
he's
it's
not
7
back.
seed, but the playing game that y'all hate so much made him the 8 seed. They were the 7 seed.
The playoff game was the worst thing next to the bubble. Like those two were like hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know what I think though is that I think Denver's just a better team, and at some point in time in these conversations, talent does mean something.
Means something, dude. That's what they were trying to tell me about the Lakers.
The Lakers all year, right? They were like damn near number 1 team all year, record-wise in the NBA.
No, they weren't. No, Milwaukee was.
Who?
Yeah, but like
in the West, I'm saying.
In the West. Okay, yeah. I mean, but you can't say. I mean, but Milwaukee had talent. Boston had talent.
No, Milwaukee had injuries though. That's what took them out. There was a bad play. When Giannis got hurt, it was over. When he jumped and dude walked underneath him, when he jumped, you call him foul if you want. That series was over. When he hit the ground,
listen.
Hold on.
Good.
Hold on. Right. So what I'm saying is this: from my career watching basketball, I've seen if you got a one-off situation like the NCAA championship or 1 game, and you got a team that may have less talent but plays together hard and does their thing, I could see them beating the better team in the tournament if it's 1 game. I can't see them beating the better team if it's 7 games. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they can't play because they're all NBA pros. Everybody out there can bowl. But
we just seen 3 series.
What I'm saying is that each series is its own individual series. I think when it's this, like all the other series, you could have actually, and you said this, Ryan, so I'm going to go back to you early.
Yeah.
They kind of picked to play
Milwaukee.
Because they knew
they didn't want to play Boston that early.
Boom, right? So they figured that listen, we could get them. They ain't got no guards. We can do this. We can do boom, boom, bow. And we'll have a dude run up underneath Giannis and break his back, and we good. Boom, right? We good, right? So then we get that. Then you get the Knicks, who are known for fucking it up. And what did we do?
No. I don't want to hear no Knicks slander. The Knicks were a good team. No Knicks slander.
Good team that lost.
Yes, they were. The Knicks are a good team, bro.
Was a team in the playoffs?
That lost.
Yes.
They were a good team in the playoffs.
The Knicks were a good team in the playoffs, bro.
Mike, I'll let you have them in a second. I'm just letting you know, dudes running the court doing this, that don't matter. You got to get to the next round, right? Boom. But maybe by next year, if they get a guy that has more than 1 move on offense, because listen, Julius Randle caught the ball 3 times and got ripped 3 times. Every time you turn your back to the basket, Julius, we know you're going left. Even if we cut off your left hand, you're going left.
Damn.
Period.
You got two moves.
That's what happened.
Don't forget the
That is what happened. And Jimmy Butler ripped him every time. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, man? Are you high? Okay, so boom. Then we get to the last series. You know what they did? They outlasted them because they knew at some point in time that Tatum was going to fold. He'll score 50, he'll score 80, and then the game starts to get down. And you've seen what happened. Game 6 and 7 was ridiculous. And you lose that last game, you score 88 points? Stop. Took their hearts, stepped out. Now, all those teams they beat, they had a plan for. I think that Denver is just overwhelmingly more talented than they are. That's all.
Right. Go ahead.
Their third best player at Denver has not scored more than 10 points yet. You understand what I'm saying?
And that should tell you something.
And he's not a bum.
So that should tell you something.
No. What it's telling you is that if Michael Porter Jr. has a medium good game, they blow you out the gym. That's what it tells you. Right?
No.
He hasn't scored more than 10 points in the series.
Right, and it's
on the team.
And it's 2-1.
It's not because he's being guarded. It's because he's missing shots.
Well, missing shots, and you gotta hit the shots. But you gotta hit the shots.
They're beating you. They're beating Miami without him hitting shots.
Okay.
You're up 2-1.
So who's to say he's gonna start hitting the shots?
I don't know. He doesn't have to because they're still up 2-1.
He's their third best player.
No, yeah, he's slated as being their third best player at Denver.
All right,
That's
so if I can retort and get back to what you were saying. Now going back to the Milwaukee series against the Knicks, right? All right, so yes, Giannis got hurt in game 1. So did Tyler Hero. Now I get it. Tyler Hero doesn't mean what Giannis means to Milwaukee, and I get it.
I'm trying to figure out where the hell you're going with that shit.
Hold on, wait, no, I get it, but let me tell you this: you're talking about how Giannis was hurt, right? No, Giannis did get hurt. He could have played. He could have played in the games where he didn't play, but they thought that they can beat Miami with or without him. And mind you, the only game that Milwaukee won was the game that Giannis did not play. They beat him in 5. Giannis also came back in game 4 and game 5 and had 30-point triple doubles. So I don't want to hear that Giannis was hurt. No, he came back. They thought they could just handle Miami and didn't bring Giannis back when they should have brought him back. All right, and
got fired.
But coaching is a part of the game, and then in the Knicks. I don't want to hear any Knicks slander, man. The Knicks were a good team, bro. Miami earned that series against the Knicks. The Knicks were a good team. Yes, they did. I feel like I don't want to give Miami credit for any of these wins. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
that's
okay.
Not what I'm saying.
I gave them credit, man. I got credit.
Okay, but all right. So then Miami jumps up 3-0 on Boston. Okay, and they should have won game 6. They got the buzzer beater, and they go there and they fold them. Now, granted, like Marlon said, Tatum was on one leg playing, but hey, injuries are a part of the game. Like that, he stuck it out. If you're out there, you're out there. Period. So I don't.
I'm with you, bro. Go ahead.
That's why Tatum played bad. He was on one leg.
No, when he sprained his ankle in game 7.
Oh.
On the first play. In game 7. Yeah. And so you know, so
he was out there, right?
Man, he was out there, exactly. You're out there. You're out there. If
you out there, you can play. I don't want to hear nothing.
He sprained his ankle after being fraud for 3 rounds. I mean, that's what we want to get.
Nah, I mean,
you can say whatever you want to say. He out there.
Nah, man.
He ain't look bad. I'm not downplaying Miami.
No, I mean he didn't do bad all playoffs. He had a 56-point game. No, yeah, Tatum wasn't bad.
56-point game. That's that.
You think Tatum was bad the whole playoffs?
Hell yeah.
No, he was not bad the whole playoff.
Absolutely.
No.
That boy had the yips. He was
Nah,
like
man.
Markelle Fultz.
Nah, man.
Whoa, Mike.
Whoa.
What?
Nah.
Yo,
That boy had the yips.
that's a little bit slanderous right there, brother.
He went
Call him
he
Markelle
went
Fultz,
1
bro.
for 10.
You can't-
How many times
you
he went
can't-
over 10?
Ain't no
can't
way in the
say-
world.
2 for
Markelle
11.
somewhere right now at the game. Oh, whoa.
You can't say Tatum had a bad. You can't say Tatum had a bad, entire bad playoffs, and they make it to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
I absolutely
I mean,
can.
so-
I'm not
who-
Giannis Antetokounmpo. It is a failure.
Nah,
yes.
man, no. I mean, yeah, you can say they failed, of course, but Milwaukee failed.
Absolutely.
The Knicks failed. The
Absolutely.
Boston failed. All of them failed.
Absolutely.
Like-
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
we can honestly say the Heat was the only team to lose their second best scorer and got to the championship in Game 1. He never came back. And they did that without home court advantage in any series. You just got to give them credit. I don't, like I said, man, Denver's tough. If Joker and Murray are playing like that, you don't even need another player to help you if they're playing what they did in last game. You don't even need another player. But the series is not over, in my opinion. So
I didn't say it was over.
No, that was me. But go ahead.
Like, Denver scores easy. Miami doesn't score easy.
correct.
They
Correct.
don't got no guard. They ain't
That-
got no
Because-
guard.
Because Denver has the ultimate guy when things are not going well offensively. You can say drop it down and give it to Joker on the box or in the mid post, and he's going to get you a basket if you do not double team him. Miami doesn't have that.
they also their extra pass is to the paint instead of around the horn for a 3. So when they get an extra pass, they're looking to dump. They're not looking to shoot a 3. Which is very different. So if they get that extra, they drive, they look, it's a wraparound pass. It's this, it's that. It's always, they go for the layups first before they go for the 3s.
Mm-hmm.
You look at it, it works. And like I said, man, that fool right there in the top screen there, my son, I watched him play a whole lot. And when they score easy, you win. When you score hard and you got to beat every play, that's not sustainable. It's just hard to do. And
I remember, man. You get tired out.
3 or 4 players, right? Like Miami is. You're down players. It's just hard to go that hard every night into the paint, man. It's crazy. But come on, how many under the basket dunks is Aaron Gordon going to get?
Well, see, and in Game 2, when they did slip a screen or Gordon was down there, it was always somebody with size who was defending them in Game 2. In Game 1 and Game 3, they got caught. It was either Vincent on them, he would just power through them. So yeah, I get it, but like I don't want to sound like, okay, if Miami hits their 3s, Miami are going to be in the game. Period. 100%. They're going to be in the game. If they hit their 3s, they're going to be in the game.
So yeah, yes.
They're
Hey,
always
I
going to
got
be in
one
the
question.
game.
I got one question. Get away for this. I think, Chris Paul, where is he? What's his deal?
Coach Wake Forest. Sorry.
I actually think he's going to go back.
He said he's not going to go to the Lakers. He's not going to get entertained by that foolishness
No,
I just heard.
Probably. I think because I know they had made the report that he had got waived, and I was like, well, he didn't really get waived yet.
Correct.
But so I'm like, it was conflicting stories, but he hasn't gotten waived yet. There's ways for them to circumvent the salary cap.
Correct.
To get more. So what they're doing, Phoenix think they're smart. Okay, what they're doing is, all right, that if they cut him, they can cut him, right, and not use the stretch provision. If they use a stretch provision to cut him, then they can't sign him back within a year. You can't sign him back, right? But if they cut him, all right, and say get some other players to come and then sign him back, they can do that. They can cut him, make him a free agent, but you can't use a stretch provision. So I actually think he's gonna come back to Phoenix, to be honest with you. Now I think they might trade Ayton and get some pieces to help them.
They saying James Harden to Phoenix.
Marlon and I was having a conversation about that. So they don't really have the cap space to do that, but it could be it could be. I heard a three team deal where Ayton would go somewhere that will open up the cap room, and a 3-team deal where Harden would go to Phoenix. So I'm hearing that as well, and so we'll see, man. We'll see, but.
Gotcha. I'm gonna let Dan have some words here on the NBA before we get out of here. Dan, what you got for? Because you had some stuff going on.
No, I actually, when it gets to this time of the year, and they're playing every other night, hockey and basketball, I will occasionally watch a basketball game, and I attempted to do that yesterday. And I mean, I thought, like Ryan said, Miami came out, out the gate good, but it seemed like right after that, when they got that kind of little bit of a lead, they couldn't hit a mid-range jumper to save their life. Like they went on like, yeah, I mean it was like a couple minutes, and then the next thing you know, Denver's right back, tied with them. And if Miami wasn't up at half, I didn't think they were going to win that game. But like you said, Joker and Murray are just killing them. They have nothing for them. And a couple, even for Miami, what can they do to, I guess, counteract that on the offensive side? Because, like I said, they just seem, at least to me, it seems like the last couple rounds, the couple games that I did watch, it just seems like people, like they try to get the lead or try to get back in the game on one shot. Like if you're not making threes, quit shooting them, get the ball in low, make a layup, or get fouled, get to the line, watch a couple balls go through the basket, get your confidence back, and then start, shooting the threes. But they just airmailing 3-pointer after 3-pointer after 3-pointer and just letting teams back in.
That's what Michael Porter Jr. do. We need to see it go through.
Yeah.
Stop shooting them damn threes.
And I always thought I was watching the King play last night with Joker. He had the two short guards on him inside in the paint, and the dude took the 3-pointer, and I don't know, it was like the flash came and hit him because out of nowhere he just flailing all over the place from these two guys that combined don't weigh as much as he does.
Oh, I remember on the offensive rebound.
Yeah,
they shoved him in the back. They're like, we didn't even touch it. Yeah, it was a slight push, but he sold it a little bit.
That's horrible.
A little bit.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude's huge, and the two of them don't weigh as much as him.
Yeah,
and he went flying like he got hit by a car. I was like, this is ridiculous.
I don't think that this is going to be a one-time deal, man. I think America has to look out. These kids come over from overseas a lot better. They play in professional leagues at a very young age. Like I think Joker was playing very young, 15, 16. Luka, it's what they do. Look at young Ball. That's why the father, everybody thought he was crazy. That's why his father took him overseas where he could play pro ball at 15, from 15 to 18. And look, he came to the NBA easy. Bam, let's do it. Man, listen, it's not as hard as dudes think it is, man. It's a game, and if you got the physical ability to do it, it's really not that hard, man. And if, playing with grown men at 15, 16 years old, you get your head right, and more coming. That's why we was talking earlier about Adam Silver first doing a good thing, and I know we got to get out of here, but Adam Silver saying that they're going to move the All-Star game back to East versus West, which I think is a really good idea. And the reason why I believe in my heart why they don't want to have a USA global game. They don't want to do that.
Because there's also rumors that he would. That at the All-Star game, instead of East versus West, it would be the USA All-Stars, USA team versus the the international team. So The last five MVPs are being international players. So
they're not going to do that. That's why it's going to be East versus West.
yeah.
But again, my thing is Adam Silver, just get those guys to play defense during the game, and you'll see how quickly that game will turn around.
Yeah, he won't let
something
them.
that a lot of folks want to see. So
Mike Mills, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
He won't let them. They can't even play defense during the regular season.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I'd rather watch them play cornhole.
Yeah, they don't play no during defense. Did you see him with KG the other day? Yeah, the game got too physical. I was like, yeah, it's enough for him. All right. It got too physical at one point.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Pardon shots, man. I'll start with Dorian Jr. Dorian Jr., what you got for us as we get out of here, man?
Always just stay blessed. You know what I mean? Keep your prayers good graces. Stay pure. You know what I mean? That's why I preach positivity all the time. I'm ready to go though because I'm hungry. I ain't gonna hold y'all. So next up.
Hey, bro, appreciate you coming through as always, man. Thank you so much, man,
for sure.
coming through and coming hollering at us, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate
y'all. Thank you.
You got it, bro. Thank you, man. D-Dub, what you got for us?
I ain't got much, man. Good show today, as usual. So, we doing what we do. Like, subscribe, share, tell somebody, and, see you next week.
See you next week. Mike Mills, what you got for us, bro?
Nothing major. Good to see everybody. Glad to be here. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that, Mike Mills. Appreciate that, bro. The Angry One, what's good?
Yo, man. Another great show on Sports Chasers Thursday night. Good to see everybody. Thank everybody for coming through, chiming in YouTube and across the world. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all go out here and enjoy these sports for what you enjoy them for, man. We talk a lot of shit up here about this other stuff, man. But at the end of the day, man, as long as you enjoy your sport for what you enjoy it for, that's all that matters, man. You know what I'm saying? This stuff here is supposed to be fun at the end of the day. Sure. So if you pay $400 to go see Messi, or you getting in the back door for 28, man, go see that, man. That's what you want to do.
Whoa, get in the back. Pause. Oh.
Pause. Anyway.
Over there, back door.
With that being said, of course, D-Dub would pick up on that. Anyway, got him. Hey, man, at the end of the day, man, everybody look out for their fellow man, woman, and child. And I'm out of here, man.
They're going to get us canceled. Y'all know what month it is.
Yep. This is Dan, help us.
Don't start.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
Don't start. Y'all started. That's twice tonight.
No, don't.
I know it's June.
Yep. Yeah, it was great. Great show. It was great to have everybody here all at the same time. It's 1-1 at the end of one, getting ready for the second period.
Okay.
Oh, they scored.
Yeah, they scored on a power play. Florida's doing their dumb shit again, taking dumb.
Yeah, man.
Uh-oh.
As I said, discipline, man. Gudis got ran into the backboard on a boarding call. They had the penalty. They would have had the power play. What's he do? There's a play goes up towards the other end, skates out and cross checks the dude. Dumb. Don't need to do it. Yeah. Play a 4-on-4. Then they take another dumbass penalty all the way from their goal. Trip the guy. Now they're down 4-3 power play. And Mark Stone, of course, right in front of the goal, like everybody's been. And he scored. But, probably won't have any more hockey to talk about it by next show. So, enjoy it while we got it. Turn it on. But, yeah, great show. Great to see everybody. Everybody have a good night.
Gotcha. D, what you got for us real quick?
Hey, LIV Tour. Throw it up for the L. Money. Everybody take care of yourselves. Albeit Return to Park. Getting set up for the Return to Park Masters. All right? Y'all take care of yourselves.
DA. Ryan DeSouz, NBA contributor, man. Part of the family. Ryan, what you got for us, bro? Thank you again, man. What you got?
No problem. Again, thank you for having me, guys. Awesome platform. So 2-1. Miami and in Denver tomorrow night. So we'll see what happens. The NBA draft is coming up. A week after the finals are over. So that's going to be exciting. Free agency's coming up. So we'll have a lot more to talk about with basketball.
Summer
WNBA,
league.
yeah, summer league, absolutely. WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces just lost tonight, so they are no longer undefeated. Connecticut Sun beat them. So yeah, we'll be talking some WNBA as well. So
Yeah.
we'll get up.
The University of Connecticut. That's all you had to say. But
Hey, South Carolina.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that, bro.
No problem, brother.
Thank you for everybody tuning in to the sound of my voice on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, all our Twitter feed and all that stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe to our channel. If you like what you hear, make sure you go to Apple and Spotify and give us that 5-star review. And hit us up with that 5-star review. Make the algorithm go crazy for us. We're on the move. We're on the rise. The Sports Chasers podcast, man. We're here to stay. We ain't going nowhere, man. We're here to give you this good sports talk, every Thursday. And like I said, my goal is to do this every day. So that's my goal. I don't have much. Make sure you take care of yourself. Take care of your peoples. Make sure you have a great and safe weekend. So hey, thanks to our special guests, my main man, Dorian Jr. for coming through and hanging out with us tonight, man. Thank you so much, bro. He asked to come on and to give his thoughts on basketball and stuff like that, he came through. So thank you. And we had a full house tonight, man. I think this is the most we've had on here. I think this thing allows me to have 15 people up here, man. But this is the most. I think there was 8 people up here today. This is a good thing, man. So I'm glad everybody was here, able to make it. But hey, I'm not going to belabor the hour. Hey, behalf of myself, I'm Kevin Elroy, your host and moderator for Daryl D. Delroy, Mark Mills, Dan, the hockey dude, Toxic also, the DA, the angry one, James Eric, for our special guest, Dorian Jr., and our NBA contributor, Ryan DeSouz. Hey, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Make sure y'all tune in every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Hey, man, y'all be good, be blessed. Have a great weekend. See y'all next Thursday. Peace. If I can see the music. Nope. Well, I can't see the music this week. Oh, no. There you go. Later.